right, we are nearing the end of story time here. After a very tasteful gingerbread man. We're about to begin again. Doors are open, car hopping is once again permitted.
Wow. This is cool.
On the Three Rivers Rambler, we head to the forks of the river. The Holston and the French Broad. Meet up to form the Tennessee. We were not given a story here in the open car, but being here across from Island Home, I guess we could have heard the story of the cocaine bear. I don't know. I don't think that would be too appropriate for the family Three Rivers Rambler train here. But that's the neighborhood right across the way there, where the plane crashed. Or no, the experienced pilot jumped out with drugs and cash and somehow forgot his parachute. Landed like a morning paper on one of the neighbors' driveways over there. But in any case, that was the genesis of the cocaine bear story. Not sure how the bear figures into it, but hey. This is one of the things about Knoxville that makes Knoxville so charming. This is the downtown or Island Home Airport. It is not a private airport, it is a public airport, and it is quite something. If not riding the rails here on the Three Rivers Rambler. And if you have children and are visiting Knoxville, I highly recommend a trip to the Island Home Airport across the way there. You can see planes take off and land, and you are not required to offer any sort of identification or go through any sort of security. You can literally sit with RC Cola and a what is it, a Goo Cluster or a moon pie, and watch the planes take off and land. Truly an enchanting place from childhood that has long since gone here. Life is good. heading out to the outskirts of town, to the Holston neighborhood. The land of Wiggles and Cruise ice cream and huge front yards and backyards and not many of the farms, the private family farms that began, the Wiggles convenience store in East Tennessee, convenience store here, the biggest in East Tennessee, or the Cruise ice cream. Most of them are gone now, and replaced by family homes and developments, large family homes and developments. But the only real farmers that remain out here in this area is not private at all, but actually public. It is the University of Tennessee that owns much of any sort of farmland out here. UT Agricultural Center is out here. When I first came out here, along the Tennessee, and saw the cows on the hill across the Tennessee and the UT farmlands, I didn't know they were cows. I wasn't sure what they were. They just stood there and didn't move. And but yeah. Most of this space is UT. Looks like the guys that tried to run me off the road as I was walking out here. This is one of those neighborhoods you really should drive through, because you immediately become a suspect if you walk, regardless if you're a senior man in the middle of the day walking through the neighborhood. Number of times in this exclusive area here, I've had boys and girls run out of their homes and complain about me walking on their street. Quite something, huh? Here we come up to the, well, we'll see. Like I said, it's been a while since I've been out here. Yes, it's the greenhouse. There you go. The George Brothers greenhouse over there. It was here that I tried to find a public pathway, some sort of public route that I could take to the forks. Mind you, these tracks are not too well used in the middle of summer. We come to the fields, and there's the cow. It's a little closer with the train, and a sure sign that we are coming up to the forks of the river here.
Are you going back in?
Ironic, it's rain in the city, you got snow on the outskirts here. Look at that. Is that gorgeous? That there's a Holston, I believe. Lot of land, a lot of property. Very old part of town. look at that. And we're coming up to the point, as they say in Pittsburgh. Here they say the fork of the river, as one prong and another prong gives way to a third prong. There's the homesteads at the fork. And not sure what they are. They might be ICE, could be ICE or Border Patrol, or just neighbors making sure that nobody dies. Very historic cemetery there. Looks like a quarry back there. Mom, do you know? Do you know if there's a quarry back there? Yeah, I can't for the life of me get any sort of confirmation that there's a quarry back there behind those trees there. I think a company called Vulcan runs a quarry back there, for industrial use, or for use as work. And it's still being used, but I can't find any way there or confirmation of it. We are at the Forks, and we are just about to reverse course here on the Rambler. Yeah, I believe that's another plant, and from what I can tell from the public land across there, there's a road that leads up to the quarry behind the hills here, but never been able to get up there. Like I said, it's a working site. It's not a swimming hole. It's not Meads, It's not the Augusta Quarry. So what you're looking at is the French Broad, I believe. Yeah. This area also was popularized by Cormac McCarthy in his novel Settre. If you remember, this is the area that Settre falls in love with the family, and with the girl in the family that collects mussels, pearls, sort of an imitation pearl from the mussels that are supposedly abundant in this area. But Yeah, Suttree in the novel follows the family of this young woman out here to the French Broad area where an avalanche ends up killing the girl of his dreams. Sorry for the spoiler there, but all right, so now we're headed down to the French Broad, along the French Broad to where it meets the Holston to form, hello, the Tennessee River here that runs, I never could get this right, past Knoxville and into Kentucky. Or is it the other way around? I'm all discombobulated here as we're traveling backward. I love photographing the Rambler. Last year, I believe, on the bridge we are about to cross at the forks of the river. Steam train. My, look at that. It's hunting season, I believe. Forests are used over there for a number of things, and hunting is one of them. There is a trail, and I have featured it before, that leads from Imes Nature Center. And over the Holston we go. Say this has been worthwhile. If you come prepared, as I have done, it's quite scenic. So something for all ages. And it's seasonal, as I said. It runs just weekends and end of year holidays. always wanted to make it up to that house there. It's UT, but somehow neighbors or the police have issues with that. I don't know, but 7 years on the road, it's, you don't argue. Take the pictures you can in this area and be grateful. But there's some great views out here. They're a great perspective of a very quickly vanishing agricultural life out here as things become condos. Apartment buildings, family homes. That I believe is UT, part of their research center out here, but who am I to say? I just live here. This has become the popular car of the last 15 minutes. Not sure why. Like something. There's very little room I've noticed along here outside of the track itself that I could walk to get to the bridge. When the trains are not running. The road up ahead there, it's Holston. And the neighborhood here in the Castic Hills outside of Knoxville.